Coach Buckley here.
Difference in the week. As we was in the telling guys and feeling great, celebrating. Felt like I was going to get a chance to do that again. We practiced that scenario every week. We only needed 10 yards. 10 yards. Sometimes it doesn't happen. It just feel like we got on the tracks and it's like, man, let's go. And obviously we didn't handle it very well. We did everything to lose, and that's what happened. But I am proud of we didn't quit. We kept fighting even with 5 turnovers and a couple of big plays. I think overall we fought and gave ourselves a chance. That's really all you can ask for, is give you a chance, give yourself a chance. And then the next step is finding a way to win. The good teams, they just do they find a way to win. And we just have not, today is a big of the season, we just have not found a way to win those type of games. I was telling Stu, we lost you guys by 2 games, 3 points. 2 games, 3 points. And it's come down to the last series, both times. We had the ball, and we didn't do anything with it. I think that's very tough, but the reality is that we just ain't made enough plays.
Coach, Dormady fumbles there at the end. He had 5 turnovers on the day. Do you look anywhere else, you think, next week?
Yeah, when you lose and we got 2 games left, we want to see, this is kind of now start building toward the future and trying to see what some guys can do, what they can't do. I think now everything is back on the table, just to see what's going on as we figure out, build a roster for guys, that we can finish games. Not finishing games is obviously not good enough to get you 1-7.
And Coach Buckley, sorry about the loss. And do you feel this team kind of rode that high of the win a little too much?
No, because we've played like this before. I was just taking notes on like what happens. We change practice like at the beginning of the game, and then we get going, and then we come out the 3rd quarter and kind of the same thing, have a load, and we get going again. And just trying to figure out those dynamics, like what's the issue? We've tried everything to figure out why we have those lows and highs and all that throughout the game.
Yeah, and the last thing is with the turnovers, was that a situation where we just got a little too careless with the football?
Yeah, I haven't looked. Some of it. I know the last one, obviously, we like to throw it away right there. I mean, 10-yard field goal, kicking game over 40 seconds, got 2 timeouts. Loose ball, I know the first one only had, it looks like he was a little loose with it. And we practiced ball security this week, so those are tough. Those are tough. When we had that last week too, we got away with it. We didn't get away with it this week.
Coach, you faced a tough defense this week. What did they do to keep you so one-dimensional and keep Dormady on the run the entire time?
They rushed 4 or 5. The front did a great job. It was big and physical. They put a lot of zone behind it. Once we figured that out, we started to move. But when you have turnovers, it stops. You're already up against the clock. It's running, and you're giving back or giving away possession. I thought the defense, you told me we hold them 18 points and lose, I would never believe that.
Coach, we've talked about the turnovers and how many they were, but what does it say about this team's effort that they were still in it at the end with that opportunity to win?
It says a lot. Sooner or later, I love the effort. I love what we're doing. But we got to make some plays when they count and win some ball games. I think the effort and what we did up until this point has represented us and the city well. But I'm like the fans too. We said we want to turn that into wins, and we have to figure out a way to get it done.
Go Warner.
Terrell, now that you're kind of out of the playoff mix, what's your message to your team over the next 2 weeks to kind of keep them focused and try to get them moving?
So we're professionals. We're professionals, and we're going to come and we're going to show up and play hard. If you don't want to do that, then there's just a lot of people out there that will do it. That's it. That's what this organization is about: is finishing, preparing, and trying to play 60 minutes. We get to play a full 60 minutes. That's probably the most disappointing thing. So we have to figure out a way these next 2 games to play a full 60 minutes.
Last one.
Coach, last week you talked about it being Sunday and the rise. Today was a little bit more of the fire. Can you take this fire and put it to your team and say, guys, this is what's going to drive us to win out the rest of the season?
Absolutely. We talk about tomorrow's problem from an effort standpoint, but we have to learn how to finish. This is heartbreaking and disappointing for all of us. But we've had 4 or 5 of these. And it's like, when sooner or later, when is it going to sink in? Like, we keep changing things. Somebody has to make a play when it counts. And we just have not done that.
All right, well, thank you. I think you got a couple players in here for you.